Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope you will be fine, and I'm here to teach you online support programs through app 6. So it's about class 4. Subject is English language. Welcome to 4th week, presented by Miss Maria Zafar. Cambridge Global English for Unit 1, Family Circles. So we are going to continue the Unit 1. Table of content is Reading and Research, Lesson 4, Pen Friends, Research Work, then again reading of pages 12 to 13, writing, creative writing, reading, learner's book, vocabulary words, language detective, learner's book, pages 10 to 11, present simple. Learning objectives. What are the learning objectives? Our students will be able to talk about writing letters. Students will write a paragraph on myself. Students will enter new words in the vocabulary journal. Students will make sentences of any 5 words from pages 14 to 16. Then students will write 5 sentences about their mother's or father's daily routine using the present simple tense. Pen friends. So my dear students, what is pen friend? Pen friend is actually a person such as someone in a foreign country or someone exchanges letters with even though the two have never met. Warm-up questions. Have you some friends, cousins who live far away? What are the ways to communicate with people who are away? Have you a pen friend in any country? If you have, tag their name on a sticky label and attach it to the relevant part of the word map. You can see the different ways of communication. Ways of communication as letters, emails, Skype, text messages. Now, research work. Basic information about Argentina. In which continent it is situated? Search information about its population, currency, language, people, and food. So this is the way you have to make a table on loose sheets. Write the name of country Argentina, then where it is located, continent name, population approx, currency, language, people, and food. Reading of page 11 and 13. 12 to 13. Note, parents to allow their child to read the letter at page 12 their own or they can be helped to read. If reading on their own, encourage loud reading, assisting them where required. While reading, they will underline the difficult words. Ask them to notice the information Camilla has given about herself. Ask your ward to explain the gist of the text. What? Your child. Gist, main point. So ask your child to explain the main point of text. Ask them to talk about their routine. They will make comparison of their life routine with Camilla's life. It's just about oral discussion, reading and discussion with your parents. Creative writing. Students, write a paragraph on myself. Activity book exercise 1 and 2 page 10. Question 1 to 5 exercise 1 to page 10. Note: all the written work is to be done on the loose sheets. Or you can follow this given mind map to write a paragraph on myself according to your age, home, studies, pet, hobbies, life, and travel. Write a short paragraph. Reading Lana's book How the Moon Was Kind to Her Mother. This is an Indian tale, traditional story, very interesting and moral story. Activity book page 12 to 13. Students will read the text on pages 14 to 16. Parents to allow their child to read on their own, or they can be helped to read. If reading on their own, encourage loud reading, assisting where required. While reading, ask them to underline the new vocabulary. Ask them to notice the values embedded, emphasized in the lesson. Ask your ward to explain the gist of the text. Ask them to talk about the values they have learned from the lesson. It's about reading session and learning points according to the moral values. Written work. New words to be entered in the vocabulary journal. Just find out the new words to enter in the vocabulary journal from the story How the Moon Was Kind to Her Mother. Make sentences of any 5 words from pages 14 to 16. Exercise 2-3, activity book page 13, to be done loose sheets. So this is the way you have to write word sentences. Find out the words to make sentences. Present simple. It's about grammatical topic. Again, the warm-up session to understand this topic. Warm-up activity. What you usually do on the weekends. For example, I visit my grandparents. I go to the park. So what you usually do? Think and tell your parents. How do you spend your lunch break? Which book do you usually read in the library? How do you spend your leisure time? Leisure time? Free time. So think and give the answers to your parents, or you can share these answers to your siblings. Structure of simple present. Example: Sana reads storybooks. Subject plus first form of verb plus s or es with third person singular plus object. Sana is subject. Reads first form of verb with s. Storybooks object. Sana is third person singular, so that's why with the first form of verb there is a use of s. In present simple tense with third person singular, for example he, she, with he or she we use s and es with the first form of verb. When a subject is with its correct verb, we call this subject-verb agreement. Examples: she goes to school by bus. Amir drinks a glass daily. It takes 10 minutes to reach the school. Structure of simple present tense. Again, An easy way to get understand: subject, helping verb, main verb. With I, we, you, they, we use first form of verb like do. Then object. With he, she, it, we use s or es with the first form of verb does. Another image. In a negative form, he does not start, she does not start, it does not start. Short form of does not is doesn't. I do not start, you do not start, we do not start, and they do not start. The short form is do not is don't. Examples: she doesn't start new diet. You don't start new diet. So with third person singular, use s or es with the first form of verb. Language Detective Learner's Book, pages 10 to 11, present simple. Now students, you have to write 5 sentences about your mother or your father's daily routine using the present simple tense. For example, she or he gets up at 5 p.m. She cooks food. She cleans the house. Just write 5 sentences. It can be your mother or your father. Conclusion. What we have learned? We have learned about the different ways of communication, like letter, email, text messages, or Skype. And we also learned how we have to search the basic information about Argentina, and how we have to write a paragraph on myself. Then what are the new words you have to enter on vocabulary journal? Then what are the words you have to use in sentences? Then how you have to write 5 sentences about your mother or father's daily routine using the present simple tense. I hope you got the lesson. Video is also shared separately, but if there is any confusion or question, I will be there. Submission of work. Submit your work online through OSP by following this given web link. Please enter your correct B form number to upload or check your assignments. Thank you, my dear students. Stay home, stay safe.